We take pride in our work, and there's a lot that goes into doing it right.
Our underground utilities are as important as they are potentially dangerous.
Public safety and interruption of services is the key and primary concern.
We want to keep the employees and the citizens safe. We want the job to be done in a safe manner without damage to utilities underground.
We have a shared responsibility to know what's below when we start a project, and we want to make sure that that project's safe for everybody.
We all know that digging safely around our underground infrastructure is a shared responsibility. Facility operators, locators, and excavators are all in this together and have a role to play in the prevention of damage or a serious accident. If any of these stakeholders fail to meet these responsibilities, the damage prevention process will be compromised. Damaging a buried utility can impact important services, as well as public safety and the safety of your crew. So even if you've excavated on a site previously, never make the mistake of thinking that you remember where the lines are buried. Old marks from a previous job and photographs of the location when it was last marked, don't cut it. Pre-mark your intended dig site in white. Usually flags or water-soluble spray paint is best. The solution is simple. Depending on your state law, make a free call to 811 at least 2 to 3 days before you plan to dig, to ensure that facility operators accurately locate and mark their facilities. That's the first step to safer digging. Always call 811. Here's how it works. 811 is our national one-call number, connecting you with your local one-call center, no matter where you're located in the country. The One Call Center is your conduit to communication with all registered facility operators in the area. In some complex digging situations, a call center can even arrange an in-person meeting between the excavator and the facility operator to discuss the underground infrastructure. At the call center, helpful operators will ask you for relevant information about your digging project.
Thank you for calling 811. This call is being recorded. My name is Mary. How may I help you?
At a minimum, be prepared with the following information: the exact location of your dig site, the type of work you'll be doing, and your start date.
Address or street you are working on?
Main Street between 1st and 3rd. We're on the north side of the property, and I will pre-mark in white where I'm going to be digging.
Be as clear and exact as possible in your answers, and always confirm the information.
And when are you planning on starting the work there?
We're digging next Thursday.
Okay, so the area should be marked by Tuesday. Let me verify your information, and then please be ready to take down your ticket number.
The call center will issue a dig ticket, detailing which companies will be notified to mark the approximate location of their facilities.
That is correct. All right. I've already listed the facility operators that will be notified. Now, do you have any questions?
Nope, I'm set.
It is extremely important that excavators review the information associated with their locate request to make sure it is submitted correctly to the facility operators. Inaccurate information could cause delays, failed responses, or even potential damages. Now, some one-call centers even accept latitude, longitude, or GPS coordinates. The more precise your information, the better. Many one-call centers also offer online dig requests. These electronic or e-tickets allow excavators to submit their information at their convenience. Always be sure to maintain your request ticket number. The dig ticket, whether generated online or by your call to 811, is soon transmitted to facility operators, who will send out locators to mark the underground lines at your dig site.
What I'll do is give Steve, our locator for that area, a call and have him come out and verify that.
Depending on state law, this process takes between 2 and 3 business days. This is the second step to safer digging. Always wait the required amount of time. Though the laws vary by state, you typically need to call 811 at least 2 to 3 business days before any digging project in order to give each facility operator the time to respond and mark their lines. It is the facility operator and locator's responsibility to respond to locate requests as prescribed by law and in a timely manner. This is the foundation for step number 3 of safer digging: locate accurately. Facility operators should keep accurate records of underground facility locations, be members of their local one-call center for efficient communication and response, and accurately locate and mark underground facilities at excavation sites. When a locator responds to your job site, they'll be looking for your proposed excavation site, which should be marked in white, as well as being detailed in your dig ticket description. Locators use a variety of markings to communicate what is buried underground at your dig site using the following color code. Red marks your electric power lines and lighting cables and conduits. Orange marks your communication, cable TV, alarm or signal cables. Yellow marks your gas, oil, steam, and petroleum. Purple marks your reclaimed water, irrigation, and slurry lines. Blue is your potable water. Green marks sewer and drain lines. And pink is a color used for temporary survey markings. White is always the color used by the excavator to designate the proposed excavation site. If the dig area is free of buried lines, the locator will mark the site with an OK or No along with the company name, either with a flag or painted on the ground near your dig site. Once the required waiting time has lapsed, check all of the marks. And if it appears that a utility has not been marked and you've not been otherwise notified, call 811 again to help expedite a response and to record the discrepancy. This brings us to steps number 4 and 5. Respect the marks and dig carefully. When carefully planning your dig, be mindful of the marks and required tolerance zones. The tolerance zone is the width of an underground utility, plus a specified tolerance distance on both sides of that utility, generally between 18 and 24 inches, depending on state law. Never use mechanized equipment within the tolerance zone, but rather utilize hand or vacuum digging or other non-invasive equipment to determine the exact location of the utilities within the area, and take extra care to avoid damage and personal injury. With today's modern mechanized equipment, care and calculations are more important than ever. Backhoe excavations specifically are known to cause over 1 in 4 utility damages. Trenchless technology like underground boring or horizontal directional drilling has become a popular approach with its minimal surface disruption. But extra care should be taken to monitor and expose nearby utilities, and always include back ream radius in your safe distance calculations. Potholing is an important method for identifying the horizontal and vertical location of buried facilities, and should be utilized when open cut excavation is taking place within the tolerance zone, or at intervals along the boring route for trenchless operations. In congested areas where several utilities are crisscrossing or in close proximity to each other, locating accurately becomes more difficult and potholing is highly advised. No matter what equipment or expertise is being employed on a dig job, always remember step 5, dig carefully. Different digging environments present their own challenges, and all stakeholders in the damage prevention process have to be highly adaptive and extra careful. From rural and agriculture projects to high-density urban work, underground utilities need to be marked and protected. But even when observing the 5 steps to safer digging, minor damage can occur. A slight nick with a shovel, a little cut when hand trenching, or maybe your excavation might expose an existing problem. Either way, report any damage immediately by calling 811 or the facility operator directly. Even a small nick without signs of leakage now can become a serious problem with time, corrosion, or if underground root systems change. Report it now. If the damage causes an emergency, immediately call 911. Take reasonable steps to ensure public safety and notify the facility operator. Calling 811 before you dig is an essential first step to safer digging. So plan ahead. Make it a standard part of your process. By waiting the required amount of time and having your dig site marked accurately for all underground utilities, respecting those marks and digging safely, you'll be doing your part to avoid interruptions to important services, being held responsible for costly repairs, as well as preventing potential injuries or deaths. When we all commit to these essential 5 steps to safer digging and maintaining a high standard for damage prevention, we can go to work knowing we are keeping our crews and the public safer. For more information on safe digging, visit call811.com.